All right. We'll see how I do today. I've been a little bit sick. Kids are in back to school mode. Been exhausted. Have a little bit of extra school work that I'm doing myself. So haven't been able to cast nearly as many games as I would like. Work's been busy. And those. Well, all that information is pretty much for all of you guys out there who call this channel one of your homes here on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. I'm giving you a game and a cast between Infi versus Foggy here on Tyrannus Stand. You can have Infi spawning over here as the blue human player on the bottom right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, we have Foggy spawning as the red night elf over here on the top left. All right, I don't know, my mic seems a little bit in the wrong spot every single time. I'm not constantly adjusting it. Things do get a little bit haywire. Once again, this is still patch 1.29. The NetEase servers, I do not believe they've upgraded to patch 1.30 as of yet. There's still a number of changes, I guess, that they're working on before they go ahead and implement that. We are going to be looking at a Mountain King first coming in this matchup, and this is a little bit of a surprise for me since, well, the Demon Hunter is such a common Night Elf hero. The reason why, well, the Mountain King is only very powerful when it is in fact high on mana. Mana burn constantly shuts down that Mountain King, and without an Archmage or a Blood Mage to try and supply it mana going up against the Demon Hunter, the Mountain King just loses a lot of its edge. The Mountain King perhaps going to get off a number of early stuns, perhaps try to pick off some units and try to build upon that. And we do know that there is an easy creep camp right here to try and clear out with just a few militia as well. So that might be the reason for a very, very fast tech to tier 2. Lightning Shield being used on the Renegade Wizard and the Rogue Wizard to try and, well, increase that amount of damage right here. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter going after the Renegade Wizard once more. It looks like it will get taken down here in just a second. Demon Hunter, is it going to get the experience? It should. Yes, it does. Picks up a potion of invulnerability as the Ancient of War is still absorbing a lot of damage back across. Meanwhile, well, Frost Armor, always a problem, even for fast creeping human players. That Frost Armor adding in extra protection and also slowing the attacks of the militia. So that ends up becoming a problem as that Mountain King does pick up a Wand of Mana Stealing, not necessarily the item he was looking for, as any mana that he really steals from that Demon Hunter will essentially just get burned off. Mountain King now going off the getting down to business, finishing off the remainder of the Apprentice Wizards as the Demon Hunter now makes its way across, and we'll see where he is going next. Now, I am curious as to how Infi and Foggy are going to try and play this game. It doesn't look like, well, it looks as though there could be a possible expansion attempt here. More peasants were still being trained, so that is still a decent amount right there. And the more lumber you have and the more peasants you have, the higher the, well, likelihood that you are going to be going for some sort of expansion attempt. Mountain King gets a Stormbolt off onto a Wisp. It finishes it off right there as the Mountain King is hoping to perhaps do a little bit more damage once again. Wand of Mana Stealing. No, not the Wand of Mana Stealing. I take it back. The Slippers of Agility were sold, and the Wand of Mana Stealing is still being used here. Is the Mountain King perhaps going to realize that there is something amiss? All right, let's go ahead after all of these units. There's a big Thunderclap across the center. Demon Hunter is right there looking for a Mana Burn. There's a Stormbolt first. Beautifully done. Shaking off some of that mana as now the Forest Troll Shadow Priest is trying to get to the back. Alright, let's take a look back over here. Demon Hunter is in a little bit of trouble. What's going to go on? Mountain King is perhaps trying the time to get 25 mana before using that Wand of Mana Stealing and then getting off a big Stormbolt now that he is sitting at level 3. Alright, Footman, very low right there. You can take a look. There is a bunch of Shadow Melding units once more. Mountain King perhaps going to go after a unit or two. Mountain King could try and go after the Demon Hunter. No quite luck there. Does pick up a Mana Stone, though. So with the Wand of Mana Stealing and a Mana Stone, that Mountain King is going to have quite a bit of mana, even though the heroes are not yet out on the field. Mountain King is going to have to try and time this absolutely perfectly. Demon Hunter is very much nearby. All of these units are trying to dance back and forth. There is another mana burn again. For some reason, he didn't use the Wand of Mana Stealing to steal a little bit and then land a big stun. Perhaps the micro was going to be a little bit too difficult. He did end up selling that Wand of Mana Stealing right there, realizing, well, execution is very difficult for that particular strategy. Now, Demon Hunter is taking this time and he is just trying to make his opponent pay for this expansion. He doesn't seem to really be doing that much back at home. We should be looking at dual Ancients of Lore, and those Dryads are going to end up becoming a problem. Dryads, very big on damage, slow poison as well. Magic immune, very difficult to deal with, at least in patch 1.29 with the latest patch coming up that does buff, well, Riflemen and Headhunters. That may all go out the window. Let's take a look back across over here. Where are all of units going? Mountain King going to go ahead and finish off some units here. Is he going to pick up that Ring of Protection +2? Yes, now heading back off to the north. It looks as though a handful of units could get taken down here. Demon Hunter, well, just harassing, and I'm actually very surprised that not more is going on. We actually have, well, a very good use, well, Potion of Invulnerability, 15 seconds in order to get out of there, as the Mountain King didn't get mana burned again. We do see a lot of Huntresses just putting pressure, but now finally backing up. We are getting, excuse me, a Tree of Life by Foggy as well, so that is his backup plan. He wants to establish an expansion of his own, and he will be able to do exactly that as well. And, well, all the while having a bit of a tech advantage since he is already at tier 2. Now, let's take a look back across here. The Demon Hunter is out onto the field. We could be perhaps looking at a Panda. A Panda Brewmaster, very powerful against all of the footmen that you see right now, but it doesn't have longevity. If we do see, well, perhaps the Demon Hunter adding a Panda to the mix, he's going to try and put that pressure down fairly fast. He'll have to perhaps get that Panda up to level 2, level 3, but that's just going to be a matter of time. Mountain King going to go ahead and teleport in here. Stormbolt onto an archer. There's a mana burn right there, and the Mountain King comes in and snipes with a book. No, the Book of the Dead is from the Demon Hunter. Beautifully done right there, and that Mountain King completely surrounded in an instant because of that Book of the Dead. Very good use right there, allowing that Demon Hunter to force his opponent to burn a Scroll of Town Portal while establishing his own Tree of Life. Mountain King coming back around, has a Scroll of Regeneration, gonna wait for all of these units to get taken down here. There's a Stormbolt onto a Wisp, just wants to constantly, well, deny sight here. There's a Dust of Appearance, making sure, well, I'm not quite sure why you would Dust of Appearance. It is daybreak. There is nothing possible hiding here at all, as the Forest Troll Berserkers, well, there's one left. What are you doing? Oh, it could end up taking down a Footman or two. Oh, Huntress. Oh, this is absolutely gonna be a horrible location. There goes a Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Huntresses are going to be able to pick off multiple footmen here as they are getting taken down. A Forest Troll Berserker could also get taken down as well. One Huntress is just getting into harm's way, trying to cause all sorts of problems. And wow, 2 footmen down to below 10 hit points, able to live and fight another day. Panda, is he going to try and come across and perhaps get a Breath of Fire across multiple units? Hippogriffs are in the air as well. Panda could be coming back around the other side. Perhaps getting to level 2 is now the important matter, as the Panda sits at level 1. Demon Hunter still back on the other side here. Mana burn onto the Mountain King. And all of a sudden, Infi looks absolutely sloppy in his play. Panda Brewmaster has a Scroll of Healing, uses Breath of Fire across some peasants here. It looks as though a handful of these skeletal archers are trying to poke to reduce the amount of healing. Panda does have a good amount of mana still. Could get off another big Breath of Fire. There's another big Breath of Fire. Huntresses should be just trying to bounce some damage across other units there, as the footmen, well, with Defend, unable to run away. Huntresses doing crazy damage right now. Panda, however, low on mana, not going to be able to do very much, forcing retreats as we are getting up to a Town Hall, upgrading to a Keep. Level 1 Masonry upgrades have been completed. Huntresses bouncing damage inside here, as we're looking at 43 supply compared to 35. Foggy in the definite driver's seat right now, as we are now getting into a second hero. Archmage being trained up, Arcane Sanctums being added. But the question is the hero advantage and the hero count of, well, the Night Elf and Foggy gonna be far too much? 46 supply compared to 41. And we should be looking at, yeah, teching to tier 3 already, which means bears are just around the corner. Both sides are going to take a little bit of a break here. They're just going to do a little bit of creeping. I believe after this one farm goes down, just trying to do a constant bit of harassment. Riflemen are now out onto the field as, well, you see a scout farm now getting taken down. Off to the north, I'm expecting the Demon Hunter and the Panda to take this opportunity and this time to get a lot of experience and perhaps get some more items right here. Oh, no, or is he going to actually go for a Goblin Zeppelin play? That could be interesting there. Nope, the Kobold Shieldmancer is dealing far too much damage to that Goblin Zeppelin. Wisp is out onto the field. This is exactly 8 units. And the footmen are now going to try and scout out this location, not be able to spot it. But little does he know that there is actually a perfectly placed scout farm right by the mercenary camp, which is going to spot this. Are we going to see a retreat back? Oh, yep, Mountain King spots all of this, knows that, well, the time is up. The peasants are now trying to get away. Rifleman is also going to be getting into position as the Goblin Zeppelin still dancing back and forth. Unfriendly skies are in play. That Goblin Zeppelin down to 187 hit points and says, you know what, I can't really do much here. Let me drop back down. I was perhaps spotted. That wasn't necessarily the best play. Demon Hunter now back down out onto the field as the Dryads are clearing things up. Mountain King still doing a bit of scouting. He has that Mana Stone still doing a great job. Meanwhile, no priest to heal up all of these footmen. Archmage with Blizzard first. Not quite sure what I think about that, as footman after footman after footman could get taken down here. It looks like one more footman will get taken down to 22 hit points, down to 18. It looks like it could get taken down. There it goes, as the Panda now sits at level 2 and the Demon Hunter is sitting at level 3, just shy of level 4. Mountain King, Staff of Teleportation. Where is he going? He is going right next to that Archmage. Archmage is going to be sitting at level, well, this is a level 8 creep, so is it going to be enough? Yes, it does get to level 2. Potion of Greater Mana now on the Archmage, may be given to the Mountain King as well, and that's exactly what you want on your Mountain King. Multiple mana items, making it that Mountain King perhaps a rock star later in the game. Once you get to level 5, Storm Bolts, Thunderclaps units just seem to fall to the wayside as you're taking a look at that Mountain King, well, getting that much closer. Panda is sitting at level 3, Demon Hunter sitting at level 4 with a Ring of Regeneration. We're at 63 supply compared to 67. The colors on the top left are indeed accurate, if you're wondering who is who. Riflemen, do they have the range upgrade? No, they do not. No range upgrade on the Riflemen as of yet. A bit of a shocker there, since, well, you want to stay out of the range of Huntresses if you are in fact Riflemen. Riflemen now making their rounds out. Spellbreakers are going to be that front line, but they do get destroyed by bears, so it is rather dangerous here. Alright, let's take a look at this. Fairy Dragons still staying in play. They are not phase shifting at all. Meanwhile, center portion of the map, Mountain King still getting every bit of experience possible. I believe there is still one level 8 creep camp here, the Dark Wizard, and that's pretty much the last semi-high level creep camp on the map. Goblin Shredder still wandering around down to the south here. Let's take a look. Bears doing their big yawn. We're at 72 supply compared to 74. Upgrades, 1-1 upgrades compared to 0-0. But we have sorceresses, priest, riflemen, and spellbreakers. So a good array of units coming in from the human. Dryads, it looks as though the huntresses are starting to get shifted away. So those riflemen are only going to be effective more against the Dryads than those huntresses, since the counts are starting to shift in that direction. Alright, there is a bit of Blizzard right there. Why are all of the units running back around assassins, wanting to spread all of that poison? There's a big polymorph onto a rifleman right there. Thunderclap picking off many of those units. Well, let's take a look at this item. What was it? A Sobi Mask, Scroll of Town Portal, in order to get out of this position quickly. One priest, however, does not make it. Alright. Units getting healed back up. Archmage with a Sobi Mask, Potion of Greater Mana. Mountain King, Potion of Greater Mana. That is so much mana on that Mountain King. Perhaps the Sobi Mask should also be on there right now, increasing the, well, the regeneration again. All right, selling up some more items, picking up a Scroll of Healing. Mountain King also having a Scroll of Healing, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. A Blizzard from the Archmage is a bit of a head-scratcher, but then Thunderclap does work out extremely well. All right, apparently survival of the fittest, or playing a bit of, well, decimating your army to try and raise morale, removing those huntresses to get more bears, perhaps. Or, no, hippogriffs. So hippogriffs actually the next unit to be had. All right, Demon Hunter. Bears now trying to charge on in here. Bears are a little bit slow. Units getting tangled up in the back. Is that a Staff of Teleportation? No, that is a Scroll of Town Portal. All the units are heading back out again. And, well, let's take a look. Militia, where are they going? Militia going to be perhaps heading off to the north to try and establish this base here. Or, nope, they were just called into action for no real reason. Stormbolt from the Mountain King, getting in some damage. There is that mana burn. Well, Mountain King will be backing off, losing 175 mana. Level 1 Brilliance Aura is 0.75 mana a second, as the Archmage still heads back off to the north here. Goblin Zeppelin ready to go. Archmage sitting at level, well, level 3. Are we going to have some big hero battles coming across? No mana burn, anti-magic shell. All of a sudden, well, Mountain King is going to be forced to retreat. Meanwhile, back down across here, the Forest Troll Berserker that they forgot to take out earlier. Well, some demo work on those poor peasants. One Spellbreaker down to the south would perhaps be enough. Gold mines are nearing, well, are going to be empty soon. About, what, a little bit less than 5 minutes, as we see a Goblin Zeppelin overhead, but able to escape nicely. So far this game, well, so far this game, they haven't really been interacting very much. There doesn't seem to be any distinctive battles, and they're seeming to try and, well, use a little bit of different tactics, and that is exactly what we're seeing here. Well, mortar teams are going to be damaging this entangled gold mine with this improved range, even without upgrades. Even with no upgrades, that is still a large amount of damage, and this could actually take down a bunch of peasants. Oh, the peasants actually all run away. Units are now trying to head back. Where is that Mountain King? He should be leading this army, but that is just not the case, as the Spellbreakers are now trying to run back. All right, there is that Fairy Dragon trying to force a fight. Hippogriff gonna go after the only machine or unit that he can. Archmage dropping down a Blizzard after a Thunderclap, and that is a lot of damage to be absorbed right there. All right, no Staff of Sanctuaries. Are we going to see perhaps a Scroll of Healing? Yes, a Blizzard right in that corner. Another Thunderclap. So much congestion on right here, causing so much damage. Another round of Blizzard. Mountain King is in trouble. No Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, but so much damage being dealt across so many units. Let's take a look at that 81 supply compared to 76. Both sides running home, trying to regroup and reestablish themselves after, well, a high damage battle from this Archmage. Archmage with level 2 Blizzard, coupled with, well, a number of well-placed Thunderclaps, just caused a bunch of problems. That Mountain King now sitting at level 5. Is it going to try and take down some units here? Where are all of the low hit point wisps? Perhaps they got healed earlier or moments ago. This expansion will get cleared out. There is a manual of health. Apparently does not drink to his health, as we are looking at a cannon tower being built as well. Cannon towers, extremely powerful, fortified armored buildings that will destroy Dryads and any unarmored units. Back down on the other side here, mortar team still wandering around. Archmage, is there enough riflemen to really deal with those chimeras? That is the question. All right, chimeras, chimras, I know people pronounce them both ways. I don't know why I say chimera, but I say chimera. Anyways, back across over here. Goblin Zeppelin overhead. Is it going to even get shot down out of the sky? No, it does not. A little bit of a mistake once more, as the Mountain King is going to be sitting in this position. If we see the Wisp trying to repair, there's a big Thunderclap, beautifully done. The Mountain King waiting for the Wisps to actually make their way over and try and repair, and then a beautiful Thunderclap finishing off all of those units. That was absolutely hilarious. All right, if you're a Night Elf player, I'm sorry that you probably cringed. Anyone else out there probably just absolutely laughed and enjoyed it.
A player's forces are under attack.
All right, back down to the south. Goblin Zeppelin, is it trying to get away down to 22 hit points? And it will, in fact, get away. Let's take a look. Chimeras are here. Fairy Dragons. All these units making their way across. Druids of the Claw, 2/2 upgrades. Big upgrades, in fact, as the Demon Hunter losing a bit of mana. What's going to go on right there? There's a Breath of Fire. There's a big Thunderclap, Stormbolt, as, well, these two towers will get taken down, but not before a lot of mana is lost. All right, there is a Blizzard going back the other way. Mountain King could try and engage a bit as well. It does have an anti-air attack. Oh my goodness, Archmage in serious trouble being forced to use a Scroll of Town portal since it just got constantly caught up on its own friendly units. All right. Items being dropped left behind every which way. Sobi Mask on the Archmage nearly maxed out on mana. Meanwhile, Mountain King doing a little bit of chase, maybe able to pick off another unit or two. One Goblin Zeppelin still hanging out here. It looks as though we're trying to build an expansion off to the north. Main gold mines are pretty much going to be destroyed in just a second. There they go. No more mining for anyone in their main bases. Archmage sitting at level 3. We're 21 minutes into this game. And still, both sides have not really been fighting each other. A 21-minute game, and no hero, well, one hero is at level 5, but no heroes are that close to level 6. The secondary heroes are still sitting at level 3, so both of these armies are very well established, and both sides have been trying to, I guess, minimize losses and now maximize efficiency by getting those upgrades. Oftentimes, you may wonder why, hey, you know, I'm playing this game and my hero levels aren't just where I expect them to be. How you are playing has a very, very big impact. As you're going to take a look at this Mountain King, what is he going to do from behind here? Is he going to perhaps be able to get off a big Thunderclap and trap a whole bunch of Druids of the Claw in a Blizzard? That is the question next. Flying Machines, 2/2 upgrades are here ready to go. Actually, that's... Oh, wait. And Inner Fire. All right. So, Inner Fire has been... has, in fact, been researched by the Priest. The Sorceresses also have Polymorph. So, this is going to be interesting. If the Dryads do... if they're trying to abolish magic to remove Inner Fire, all of a sudden, after all the Inner Fire is removed, they may have to try and deal with, well, a bunch of polymorphed Druids of the Claw. And if that is the case, that's going to actually, well, switch things a bit as you see a big Stormbolt right there. All right, damage coming across the other way. Are we going to see the Dryad getting taken down? Flying Machines are trying to chase. There is a bunch of there was a bunch of the spell magic right there as the, well, Hippogriffs are just going to get destroyed in a quick second. All right, there's the Blizzard coming down. Mountain King gets taken out, but at what cost, as a number of bears may get taken down here as well. The bears are continuing to just drop and fly out of the sky. Chimera is getting picked apart as well. So much damage. All the Chimeras are now gone. Archmage gets up to almost level 5 now, as the Archmage may be forced to back up. Is the Archmage going to be able to turn around and Blizzard back some of these units? That is a big question indeed. Spellbreaker's trying to get away. Mana Burn as well, 66 compared to 64, and a sudden jump in experience for the heroes. Except for that, well, poor Mountain King, who took the brunt of the damage. All right. Oh, there's Dust of Appearance. Is it gonna... Yeah, Mana Burn onto the Sorceress. Breath of Fire again. And the Dryads are still back over here. Who's gonna be able to actually win out on this fight? One Mortar team trying to get healed back up. Units are trying to head back every which way, as this additional base is now getting up and operational. Foggy's going to have more gold. He should be able to recover faster. If Infi, however, is able to deal critical damage, he might come out ahead. This can still go to anyone's game right now, as the Mountain King is looking to be resurrected the old-fashioned way. Is he going to even make it out in time? That is a very important question, as the Archmage, well, where are they going to try to go? All right, there you go. You can see there is the reveal right there. Peasants should really be working overtime to try and repair this one particular Altar of Kings, losing a little bit of mana right there, as all of them will be pulling back. Alright. Panda teleporting back off to the north, getting Clarity Potions, Moonstone, and Anti-Magic Potion. Perfect group of items all together. As you're going to see this economic advantage start to make a very big impact. The more items that the Demon Hunter and the Panda have going into the next battle, the more powerful all of these other units will be, especially with scrolls of healing and things of that nature. The flying machines are now upgraded 3-2. That means that the riflemen and also the mortar teams are fully upgraded on attack. Mountain King should be making its... Oh, Mountain King is already out onto the field. He is perhaps going to be invisible. Dryads are going to be coming back, and are they going to accidentally run across a handful of riflemen? Nope. Not quite yet. Dryads now heading back off to the north. Mountain King wants to do a bit of damage. Perhaps they're going to try to do the same Thunderclap strategy again to take down some of those big units. Mountain King is in the midst of this all, has a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, and this could be the big battle that we are all expecting. Dryads, Bears are all in position here. Mountain King is just right there. What is going on? That Mountain King is just, well, looking to head back now. All right, let's take a look. Archmage, sitting at level 4, wants level 5 desperately for that level 3 Blizzard. Level 3 Blizzard would, well, 50 damage per wave. That would absolutely destroy this entire army right here. You can see a Mana Flare. We're going to have a battle at this expansion where there is not that much home field advantage. There is a big Thunderclap right there. Bears trying to get away and still taking some more damage again. Militia going to be coming in from the other side. Dryads are right here. Let's continue to look at this fight here as the Bears, oh, big Thunderclap again. The Spellbreakers are off on the other side here. Mortar teams, Mana Flare coming back in from the Fairy Dragons. Lines are not clearly defined at all, as the Riflemen are gonna, well, Riflemen are just finishing off a handful of Dryads. Riflemen could turn things back around again, or handle some of those Dryads. Not happening. Panda, Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, no Stormbolt onto the Panda. Staff of Preservation saves him, as the Demon Hunter is still in the position here. Blizzard across multiple sides. Mortar teams, who is actually winning out? Mountain King down to, what, 500 hit points. Does he have a Potion of Invulnerability? Yes, he still does. Can still join in on this fight. Archmage is here. Gets up to level 5, level 3 Blizzard. And the Bears are just getting destroyed. Sorceresses with slow. Mountain King gets invisibility again, as some of this damage is going to start to eat back up the other side. All right, let's take a look. Mountain King down to 80 position, 90 mana. There's the Thunderclap. There goes a Bear. More Bears could get taken down. This could be huge right here, as the Demon Hunter now tries to chase after some of those units. 2 Bears low on hit points. Spellbreaker going to get taken down, as invisibility happening again. Mountain King waiting for that mana, waiting for that precious mana coming back. Demon Hunter, Mountain King tried to back off down to 61 mana. There's invisibility again. Archmage, could he Blizzard? Oh, Chimeras are back in the game. Where did they come from, and where are the flying machines? Where are they when you need them? 66 supply compared to 39. And it looks like Foggy is going to be able to take this. There's invisibility. There's a roar, as the priests are still trying to run back. All right. Armies are rather small. Metamorphosis on the Demon Hunter. Stormbolt onto the Demon Hunter, as a Breath of Fire finishes off the Mountain King. And that is the game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.